Oh, good evening and welcome to this latest episode of this Burnley FIFA 16 career mode. And in point of fact, this is the second league match of the calendar year. That's where we are, 9 points ahead. Spurs in 5th place with 34 points. They're 20 points behind us in 5th place. But Tottenham are a good side, and we'll take their threat very, very seriously today. And we may well be up against that goal machine that they have in their prowess. His name, of course, not surprisingly, Harry Kane. Of course, we come up in the back of the last episode knowing that we beat Norwich by 1-0, so this is a real opportunity here. So this will be a real tough test. And this is the centre point of episode 38 then. It might be 39 actually, 39 sorry. Of Burnley against Tottenham. The one before the 40th one. We're going to have episode number 40 next time, but today it's about episode 39. And the main centrepiece is the match at Turf Moor against Spurs. Let's get over to Turf Moor and sample the pre-match atmosphere before bringing you all the action that really does matter. Good afternoon and welcome to Turf Moor, where the two teams have emerged from the tunnel and are lining up on the far side for the customary handshakes. That's the table at the moment. 10 points separate the two teams. Burnley, of course, 9 points clear of Manchester United. 10 points, of course, clear of Manchester City. But as I say, we're still in January, still the transfer window. No incomings yet for Burnley, but that could all change. And Burnley, of course, joint top on home form. Manchester City have also gained more points as well, but they have lost 2 games. So in terms, Burnley are top in terms of not losing a game here. And that's the way it is. And that's the Burnley side that takes to the field. Pereira keeps his place alongside Will Hughes in the midfield. Danny Ings and Dwight Gale keep up front with each other. This will be a real test of real Burnley resolve. Spurs have decided to keep faith with Michel Vorm in goals. Harry Kane is the one to really watch. Christian Eriksen and Lamela and Chadley are the other attackers. Dembele and Dele Alli, of course, are their midfielders. And there is Dwight Gale and Danny Ings having a conversation. So good atmosphere building around Turf Moor. About to get the game underway. Mike Dean, who I criticised in past games when he's officiated Burnley games. He has seen some poor decisions against Burnley players in the past. Well, he's got hopefully he'll have a good game, maybe make a few right decisions as Alderweireld turns that behind for a corner. Balassi with the early cross. Jordan I will take the set piece. Header 1. I will try the shot, but it's harmlessly wide for a goal kick. Burnley have been winning games, but haven't really been winning them at a canter, as a lot of people might suggest. And they have sneaked the odd 1-0 there. They struggled against Norwich for long periods. A own goal saw them over the line in the end by Turner, and that was the last result they got Carrow Road last week. So this a real opportunity here for Tottenham to try and exploit a few vulnerabilities maybe for Burnley's defence, who got away with it a little bit against Norwich. Pereira's ball forward. That's a nice ball into the path of Balassi. Balassi or strike, good save by Vorm. Walker just about gets it away, and in fact it's a free kick for offside to Spurs. because Gale had become active as soon as that was struck, and as soon as it came to him to try and control, linesman very quickly put the flag up. No foul there by Bourne and Balassi. Bourne just stood his ground. He was his header. Gale turns nicely. Balassi now seen plenty of the ball in this opening period. Yannick Balassi, good save by Form. Palming it wide for a corner. Lovely turn, got his shot in, was on target, and Michel Form throwing across to his left to make the save. Times corner. Smith. Well, Spurs living a charmed life for the moment. Tommy Smith with a 3 header, and he won it superbly well, but as I say, it flew over the top of the crossbar. So a goal kick to Tottenham, coming up towards 20 minutes gone of the game. Kane won a header, now Ericsson. Kane, lovely little bombing up of a dummy, and Dembele back to Kane. Kane back to Dembele. Chadley's in the penalty box, and Heaton having to palm it up in the air, and then grabs the ball at the second attempt. Ings, Grealish, and the flag has stayed down. Here's Gale, and Ings waits in the middle. Oh, unlucky. Well, Danny Ings will feel that he should have took the chance. And the next game, and we'll be there at Goodison Park to join you for that, Everton against Burnley. You'll be able to see that only on the YouTube channel here on JB Kart 1983. Meanwhile, 0-0 here, and a good match in the making here as Ericsson crosses it in there. Kane was lurking. Hughes will get it away there for Burnley. Ings touches it on, but Alderweireld did very, very well. Chadley to Lamela. Now Dembele. Lamela spun and got the flick. Lamela. Good chance for Tottenham. Best move they fashioned in the match. Good twist and turn there from Lamela, but it was just a little bit too high. Meeting with the goal kick. Ericsson. Chadley. Kane touching it off there beautifully to Ali. And Ali was tripped. That's a 3 kick. Jordan Ibe going through. Now, considering Mike Dean's reputation of pulling out the red card for an early challenge, that comes as a bit of a surprise. He hasn't pulled out a red. Instead, he's decided to play the lenient game. It is a 3 kick and a yellow card for Jordan Ibe. And yes, Ali's certainly caught there. So a foul and a 3 kick to Tottenham, and quite rightly given. So 3 kick to Spurs. 4-man cart wall. As you can see, Mike Dean spraying the vanishing spray, not necessarily though in a straight line. Tom Heaton poised on the goal line. It's Ericsson behind this one. He usually takes most of the Spurs 3 kicks, and he shaved the crossbar with it. Well, a terrific effort there by Christian Eriksen. Did this shave the crossbar on its way through? It might have done, actually. Nevertheless, it's a goal kick. Getting to Smith. To Keane. To Balassi. Pereira taking on all covers as well, getting the 3 kick. Key to take. Short to Pereira this time. Looking for options at the moment. Turning away nicely there. Things might get a shot in. Flanagan might get a shot in as well. And in the end, it goes wide for a goal kick. Just to look at this 3 kick then from Ericsson. Did it shave the crossbar? Yes, it did. Goal kick then to Spurs, and we're still at 0-0. Walker. Lamella. Sprays it out to the near side, and Chadley, and Kane has got Rose on his way. Rose's cross is a good one, and a good volley by Eriksson, but he's volleyed it wide. Well, he's had 2 chances. Eriksson hitting the top of the crossbar, but that should have been taken. Hit it sweetly on the volley, but it just lacked the conviction and the accuracy. And it's going to be 1-0 Tottenham. And they're on. Now Ali. Eriksson. Kane. Half-time whistle's gone here at Turf Moor. And we have a stalemate. Spurs hit the bar, of course, through Eriksson. Ings has come close. Flanagan's had a shot that's just gone wide. It really has been a half full of chances, but no end product. 0-0 at the break. And welcome back to the second half, where Pereira has been rested for the second half. And on in his place, as you can see there, David Jones. So Burnley making a half-time substitution, and away we go in the second half with Lamella to Walker, back to Lamella. Spurs are taking the goal to our left right now, where the 4,500 travelling supporters are situated behind. That's a header on, and off the crossbar again from Eriksson. Well, he's had a hat-trick of chances here. Eriksson, did the goalkeeper get anywhere near it? No, he didn't. He was beaten a mile if it was. And Spurs should be in front, but it's a goal kick to Burnley. Eriksson. Kane. Oh, what a lot with a control. Kane again. Chadley. And what a chance there for Chadley. Well, Nasser Chadley with an opportunity here to put Spurs in the lead. And he didn't succeed in hitting the target. Eriksson. Burnley still looking for enforcers, of course. Norwich have to play Tottenham, and Kane going in there. What an opportunity there for Harry Kane. First really chance to see him explode, and he got above Tom Eaton there and could have headed Spurs ahead. Tommy Smith. Eriksson goes it out to Hughes this time. Here's Jones. That's going to reach Grealish here. Jack Grealish. He's been the subject of speculation of a move away from Turf Moor. And this could actually be one of his final appearances for the Clarets, before obviously moving on to pastures new. Wait an hour, and I'm sorry that we've not brought you any goals so far. We have tried. There's Ibe. Paul Hughes. Jones. Oh, sweet skills by Jones. Got his shot in, but it's into the. It's wide of the target. In fact, he hit the stanchion behind Worm's goal. Good running though by David Jones to give him his fair dues. The goal kick given. 25 to go. Lamella. Smith, Flanagan. Keane. Grealish. Well, this time that's almost a good ball through, but it's Lamella for Spurs. Now Walker. He shall not be moved now. There's a cry around Turf Moor. Last 20 minutes or so to go in the second half. Tottenham have hit the Burnley crossbar twice, but the goal still remains. The game still remains goalless for the time being. Here's Eriksson. It's a nice ball in behind. Townsend turning it back. And a good header back, but it's an easy one again for Tom Heaton. He just has the audacity to bowl it out to Danny Ings. That was a tremendous bit of play there. And Ings will try the shot. And Morb turns it out for a corner. Hit it well. Spinning through the air, but the goalkeeper pounded out for a corner. I'm with it. And we'll try once again. Inside the last 11 minutes of the game. Easy catch there from Michel Vaughan. Kane's header. Now Mason. Ericsson to Townsend. Kane flicking it on, but keen there for Burnley. Giving away now to Dembele. Now Mason. Lamella. Oh, lovely flick, and here's Mason in behind. Danger here for Burnley. And Heaton again to Burnley's rescue. For a non-non, this is certainly living in the memory bank. Kane. Playing a lovely one too with Townsend. Here's Ericsson. Burnley, who have yet to lose at home this season, are they going to preserve that unbeaten home record? Or will Tottenham snatch it from a corner? Lamella with it. And a header over for a goal kick. Or for a corner rather. Just come up and defend it finally. For a corner, so the Burnley ordeal isn't over yet. Ericsson is 3, heads wide, and that's a goal kick. And that will probably be the last chance of the match. Ericsson has had 4 of those now. He hasn't taken any of them. So all eyes on referee D to blow the final whistle, which he duly does. So it's ended stalemate. Burnley didn't have too many chances in the second half. Danny Ings making Michel Vaughan work a couple of times, but Ericsson hit the bar as well in the second half and came mighty close with 3 or 4 chances. But it's stalemate then at Turf Moor, and Burnley draw here for the 3rd time this season. Final score then at a rain-soaked Turf Moor, as the 2 teams walk off satisfied they've got a point apiece. As Jack Grealish walks off there. Final score then, Burnley 0, Tottenham Hotspur 0. Well, it's the gap's 8 points now. Manchester City winning again. United dropping points as well, but Burnley dropping 2 points today, and that's a blow. But some very good news here that Mario Balotelli is on his way towards next season. 26 years old, and he'll join a very good setup next season, that's for sure. Now let's just see if Jack Grealish has gone to West Ham, and Stephen Ward has also gone. We've also had an offer there for Danny Ings, 14.5 for Bayern Munich. I don't think he's... They'll have to come back with something a bit more than that, I think. So I was part of that. In fact, there was another bid for Danny Ings, and we decided that he's a bit too valuable at the moment for us to lose out at the moment. So it now sort of means now we can work a little bit now within budgets and stuff. £16 million. Let's see if we can bring in some fresh blood then, and player we're looking at is Alihamovic. Worth 60 grand, but we'll inquire about him, and he might be a good signing. He might be just what we need. We shall see. Meanwhile, I'll look at Southampton, see what they have in their ranks at the moment. Of course, there's might even look at J. Rodriguez. Let's see what them two come out, because I think honestly we do need some quality in that Burnley lineup. Nabil Bentaleb's about 11 million. He's as good a offer that is. It's not enough for me to be tempted to part with that sort of money for Bentaleb. He has been playing magnificently. And we'll also look at Redmond, I think, from Norwich City as well. I think he could be a good player for us. He's certainly shown in that, shown in those games. Certainly the game at Carrow Road, where he absolutely ripped some of our defenders to shreds, was something pretty special, I have to say. Now then, we have some interesting emails here. Danny Girl has gone to Shrewsbury for 400k. 32 million quid, I think that's much, but he is he's certainly a talent, that I can be sure of, but I think if we take him for 2 years, he might be valuable for the first couple of years of the Champions League. J-Rod, £13 million, I think it's a lot to take on for J. Rodriguez. I mean, we might have a look at signing him for maybe 9 million. I don't think he's worth. We might get away with 7 million, depending on who we can actually. We're going to try him. We're going to try. It's an audacious attempt, 7 million plus currently, but it might just work. Meanwhile, I think we can give you the draw. I think for the give you some. Whilst we're looking at that, we can give you some news on the FA Cup, perhaps. No, there's still 2 games still to play, so we can't really do that until the Thursday. £7 million. We might look at that in a moment. Let's have a look at how. So all the results are in from the 3rd round replays of the Cup. So let's just see how all that affected it. So Reading through 2-0 against Crewe. Sheffield United 2, Colchester 1. Southampton 3, Birmingham 0. Wolves 4, Gillingham 1. Leeds scraped past Walsall by a goal to 0. And Liverpool beat Brighton 3-1. So round 4 then. Bradford against Middlesbrough. Blackburn against Ipswich. Bristol City at home to United. We've got to play Mourinho's lot at Stamford Bridge. Palace against Wolves. Huddersfield Everton. Hull against Brentford. Leeds beat Villa. Big game that one. Newcastle against Derby. Peterborough Norwich. QPR Sunderland. Sheffield United take on Liverpool. Southampton West Ham. Stoke against Manchester City, a repeat of the 2011 final. Wigan against Tottenham. And finally, Reading and Bournemouth in a bit of a local derby down there. So that's the FA Cup draw for you. Some good news. We are getting Alihalovic for Barcelona, and I think he'll turn out to be a very good signing for us. I don't think we'll go for J-Rod. I think Nathan Redmond would be a much better bet, and his wages would be far better. I think 7 million will do just fine there. That's a good way to end. A Barcelona youngster, and a good one at that, going to Burnley, and I couldn't wish for a better way to end the thing than that. As we reject offers for Ben Taleb. Another offer coming for £9 million. I think he's worth more than that. And we've got two Danny Ings deals to reject as well. One from Sporting Club Portugal, and then a lower one from Real Sociedad. But that's it from us. It's a good way to end that Alihalovic deal. And we'll see you for the Everton game very soon. Keep subscribing.